For our final story, we take you inside the insular world of Chinese social media, where fiction is often framed as fact in the pursuance of Chinese Communist Party's geopolitical goals. Now, in the latest, false information regarding former Filipino President Rodrigo Duterte reached alarming proportions in China. The firebrand Filipino populist who surrendered to the International Criminal Court last month for alleged crimes against humanity is subject to various outlandish claims. Fabricated accounts on Chinese internet describe his life to be hanging in the balance. Some Chinese social media posts even falsely suggested that the former President Duterte had fallen into a coma while in detention at The Hague. Now, some even accused the International Criminal Court of subjecting Duterte with quote-unquote medical violence by giving him inferior drugs for his age-related ailments. The disinformation does not stop here. Several falsified posts on Chinese social media framed a state of civil war in the Philippines after Duterte's arrest. False narratives to suggest defection of Filipino military commanders also surfaced. The false claims of dissent within the Filipino military gained particular traction in China, as Chinese users claimed further edge over Manila in an event of a potential conflict with the country amid a string of territorial disputes. Now, the obvious question which arises is that in a Communist Party-run China, where the flow of information is tightly controlled and social media exchanges are closely watched, why disinformation regarding Duterte's arrest is being promoted on social media? Now, that's because in the Xi Jinping-led nation, Duterte is viewed as a long-time China-leaning figure and a critic of U.S. military influence in the region. Now, the two countries also shared a period of friendlier ties during Duterte's presidency between 2016 and 2022. But Manila's pivot toward Washington became more prominent as President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. came to power in 2022. China views the Duterte successor as a chief proponent of utilizing Manila-Washington strategic alliance to counter its expansionist claims. Now, that's why, on Chinese social media, the misinformation on the arrest of a supposed pro-China leader is being propagated unchecked. At the same time, President Marcos Jr.'s cooperation with the ICC for Duterte's arrest is seen as a step taken by the current Filipino president to politically eliminate a pro-China rival. The spread of false information surrounding Duterte's arrest reflects China's efforts to influence public perception and geopolitics. While its much-touted Great Firewall may shield the Chinese people from the world outside, this exact technological insulation also continues to proliferate delusion, not the truth.
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Bluntly, Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.